wenzen uZuma, wenzen uZuma.
Celebrate manje sokhuluma nobhanga. Unity.
This guy went to an ANC meeting for the solo purpose of mocking and disrupting. Thanks for watching the Bongani Men's YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. As funny as this move this guy just pulled, things could have gone quite differently, especially between these two rivals, the African National Congress and Umkhonto Wesizwe Party. So who is this reckless individual?
Coming to you right here from Newtown, where former President Jacob Zuma is said to meet with one of the most important, stakeholders when it comes to elections, the artists. They are going to have a discussion. But with me here, quite interestingly, I'm with Tebogo, who's one of the founders of MKCC, Umkhonto Wesizwe Creative Council, who's just going to talk to us a little bit more about today's gathering. Thank you so much, Tebogo, for your time.
The name we are given is Tebogo, the founder of the MK Creative Council. The surname is not given, but at least we know he's associated with the MK party, which clearly shows that the stunt he pulled at the African National Congress gathering was intentionally planned. This African National Congress gathering was convened by the African National Congress Secretary General Mbalula to speak with the creative industry, only for the ANC SG to find out the Organization for Artists had already committed themselves to the former President Jacob Zuma's Umkhonto Wesizwe Party. This is the interview after the occasion, and you can see the Secretary General's face that things didn't go well. But one thing for sure, he won't shy away from sharing his frustration on the former President Jacob Zuma and his newly formed political party.
We are listening, and the artists have come to us because they trust the ANC as a governing party, that we see the bill as it stands, it doesn't favor them, and therefore they would like certain things to be addressed, and that's what we're doing, and we agree with them. In terms of they've put up a compelling argument, and I know the issue will be the bill was passed by ANC parliamentarians and all of that. It does happen. Things get to be passed and they get to be reviewed. There's nothing wrong for ANC to relook into that, having been engaged by the sector. So
the bill that the artists are complaining about was passed by the ANC. That is why artists are rejecting the ANC for the former President Jacob Zuma's MK party. The ANC didn't need to convene this meeting since they are the majority in parliament and the bill has not yet been signed by the president yet. That guy disrupted the SG's meeting with artists. And later on we see him being interviewed when Zuma calls the same meeting with artists. This shows in South Africa there is political intolerance. That is why we have political violence. Political intolerance leads to violence and should be condemned.
JZ has been the most destructive person to the National Democratic Revolution.
I know you can't.
He has actually put it in danger in many ways. Now he has thrown the last dice, putting it in a precarious position, mobilizing members of the ANC and everyone else against the movement. That's what he has done. History will remember him for that, for having put the ANC in a difficult position as a former president, as a former stalwart of the ANC.